In a forgotten town where justice bends to power, a lone figure arrives, unarmed but not defenseless. He isn't looking for trouble, but trouble has a way of finding those who refuse to bow. Beneath the surface of quiet streets and familiar faces lies something rotten, something sinister, a system designed to crush those who dare to question it. What starts as a simple visit spirals into a relentless fight for survival. A battle waged in shadows where every truth uncovered makes the ground beneath him more unstable. The deeper he digs, the more he realizes that in this town, the law isn't a shield, it's a weapon, and those who wield it have no intention of letting him walk away. What happens when the powerful push too far? When they strip a man of everything? When they mistake his patience for weakness? What happens when they force him to fight back? This is a story of corruption, betrayal, and revenge, a slow-burning fuse igniting into a raging inferno. And when the dust settles, nothing will ever be the same again. But before we dive into this intense and gripping tale, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a deep dive into the most thrilling movies out there. And now, let's get into it. Some directors don't just tell stories, they carve them into your mind, leaving you unsettled long after the credits roll. This film is helmed by Jeremy Saulnier, a filmmaker who doesn't shy away from raw, visceral storytelling. If you've seen Green Room or Blue Ruin, you know exactly what I mean. His work is sharp, ruthless, and immersive, pulling you into a world where tension coils like a viper, ready to strike at any moment. In this film, Saulnier perfects his signature style, an intoxicating blend of suspense and unflinching realism. Every frame drips with unease. Every scene feels like a countdown to chaos. It's the kind of film that doesn't just entertain, it grips you, makes you feel every ounce of desperation, every heartbeat of uncertainty. A movie like this demands performances that don't just deliver lines but sink into your bones. And this cast, they bring their A-game. Leading the charge is Aaron Pierre, a rising force in Hollywood, known for his powerful performances in The Underground Railroad and Old. He's the perfect fit for a role that requires both quiet intensity and explosive power. Opposite him is the legendary Don Johnson, a man who knows how to command a scene with effortless charisma, whether it's in Miami Vice or Knives Out. Then there's AnnaSophia Robb, an actress who has grown from Bridge to Terabithia's whimsical charm to the gritty depth of The Act. Here, she brings vulnerability and strength in equal measure. And rounding out this powerhouse ensemble is David Denman, familiar from The Office and 13 Hours, who grounds the film with his quiet, simmering presence. Together, this cast doesn't just play their roles, they become them, breathing life into a story that feels disturbingly real. A man on a bike rolls into town. His name is Terry Richmond, a Marine veteran with a past he'd rather not discuss and a purpose he refuses to abandon. He's here for family, to settle a debt, to make things right. But in Shelby Springs, Louisiana, even the simplest intentions can turn deadly. His mistake? Trusting the system. It happens fast. 2 local cops pull him over, strip him of his money, his identification, everything. No crime, no explanation, just gone. It's called civil forfeiture, a loophole that turns the law into a predator, feeding on those who can't fight back. Terry argues, pleads, even presents proof. But in Shelby Springs, facts mean nothing. Power is the only language spoken here. Now stranded with nothing but the clothes on his back, Terry has 2 options, walk away or push forward. But walking away means leaving behind the cousin he came to help, a cousin tangled in the same corrupt web that just claimed him. And Terry? He's not one to abandon those in need. The deeper he digs, the darker the town's secrets become. He learns he isn't the first to fall victim. Others have tried to resist, few live to tell the tale. With every step, the walls close in, the town closing its grip around him like a vice. Then, an ally emerges. A woman working quietly behind the scenes, gathering evidence, exposing a pattern of corruption that stretches far beyond a single case. The police aren't just enforcing the law, they're controlling it, weaponizing it against the people they're supposed to protect. And behind them, an even more sinister force, orchestrating it all from the shadows. With no way out and the clock ticking, Terry faces a decision: escape while he still can, or burn it all down. But here's the thing about a Marine backed into a corner. He isn't just dangerous, he's unstoppable. Justice has been rigged for too long. Now it's time for reckoning. And that's the essence of Rebel Ridge, a heart-pounding thriller that grips you from the very first scene and refuses to let go until the final, jaw-dropping moment. Visually, this film is a masterclass in atmosphere. With David Gallego as cinematographer, known for Embrace of the Serpent and I Am Not a Witch, the film doesn't just tell a story, it makes you feel it. The camera work is intimate, dragging you into every tense moment, making you feel every shadow that lingers too long. Lighting plays a key role, shifting from harsh, cold interrogation rooms to warm, deceptive daylight that hides the town's rot beneath its sunlit facade. And then there's the color palette, gritty, muted tones clashing with sudden bursts of intensity, mirroring the rising tension and the inevitable explosion of violence. This isn't just a thriller, it's a visual experience that pulls you deeper until you feel like you're right there in the thick of it. Audiences have been divided, and that's what makes this film so fascinating. Some praise its slow burn intensity, its raw performances, its unflinching dive into corruption. Others find its pacing deliberate, its tension almost unbearable. But one thing is certain, it leaves an impact. On IMDb, it holds a 6.810, while Rotten Tomatoes tells a different story, 96% from critics, 72% from audiences. Love it or hate it, it's a film you won't forget. So, should you watch Rebel Ridge? If you love high-stakes thrillers, films that make you question everything, movies that don't just entertain, but sink their claws into you, then yes, this one is absolutely worth your time. If you prefer lighthearted, straightforward narratives, you might struggle with its dark intensity and slow-burning suspense. Either way, one thing's for sure, this is a movie that demands attention, and once you start watching, it won't let you go. What did you think of Rebel Ridge? Let's talk in the comments. Did it keep you on the edge of your seat, or did it test your patience? And if you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe for more thrilling reviews, and turn on notifications so you never miss a scout session. Until next time, keep watching, keep scouting.